pound bit, original stock exhaust on it. Engine's tight. Got a lot of power for a 175. Hi, this is Ken Kaplan from the New England Motorcycle Museum, and I just got done cruising around the 11-acre campus here, up and down the hills and up and down the street, and this is a really cool, almost 50-year-old trail bike. This is the Greeves Pathfinder Trials bike. This engine is manufactured by Puch. Greeves, if you look at the steering stem here up in the front, you can see it says Greeves Motor Co. Made in New Britain. Bike was made in New Britain. This particular engine, this same Puch motor, was used for trials and motocross. It won some motocross national championship races. It's got the World Motocross Champion plaque on the front, a number plate with the number 1 on there. This bike was available with a low front fender on the trials version, and also they had an enduro version, or a hair scramble version as they call it today. I believe the exhaust is the original stock exhaust, and it's in excellent condition. I don't see any dents on the bottom of the pipe or the top, and there's no rust holes in it that I can see anywhere. And it comes with this really cool little baffle on the back, which is probably a really rare piece. Aluminum side convex number plates on there. The frame's in great shape. The engine's gorgeous on the bike. You can see it's a polished aluminum, massive cylinder fins. Looking at the bottom of it, the frame's in really good shape. I don't see any major dings or dents. It does have the skid plate on there to protect it. Rims are still, the chrome's still good on the rims, surprisingly, for a 50-year-old trail bike.
And they're straight as well.
And they look straight. So these are the original Dunlop made in England rims. Seriously, Dunlop mark made in England. Very cool bike, starts right up first kick. This bike was sitting for a couple years. It was in the Jack Mariotti collection, Flathead Jack, you may know him as. He's a collector from Connecticut that we bought a bunch of bikes from. His granddaughter Karen actually called me last week and said, "Do you still have the Greeves?" And I said, "Yeah, we do." So I'm gonna tag her in this video. We went through the bike, cleaned the tank out, just rinsed it out, put some fresh gas in it, put a new fuel line on it and fuel filter, and checked the float ball. It was nice and clean, and it fired right up. Really haven't done anything to it. It's exactly the way we got it from Jack. So very cool bike. Let me give you a quick demo. This is the 5-speed engine. Has the Tomaselli levers on it. Ori grips. Nice old motocross bars. The bike's got some dings in the tank. The bars are have a little bit of wear on them, a little bit bent bars, but I'm sure the dents could be popped out of the tank by a competent body guy. And the frame's excellent shape. The motor's beautiful, and more importantly, it runs good. It's a lot of fun. So has a lot of compression. We actually did a 140 psi, and the motor's tight. So let's give it a rip. We'll do a drive-by down the street. Real torquey motor, runs fit.
that's just the fender.
Yeah, the front fender. The front fender needs another spacer on it. Actually, it's missing a bolt on the backside on the fender, and I'll keep it from hitting the front wheel. That's all. Hitting the tire. See?
So that's the sound when you brake.
Yeah.
Yep.
The exhaust note on this bike is music to my ears. Sounds awesome. So I'm sure you can tell from the riding part of the video, I was having an absolute blast on this bike. It's a lot of fun, it's fast, it's got a lot of torque down low, but it'll rev to the moon. Little 5-speed transmission on it. The suspension seems pretty smooth, and it does great wheelies, as you can tell. So this is a 1971 Greeves Pathfinder 174. They came in both trials and motocross versions. They use the same motor. This engine is a Puch, and hopefully you can see a little bit better lighting in here. It's a PUCH. All the fins are in really nice condition. The engine looks to be in great shape. Also, if you look on the steering stem here, it says, you can see this better probably than outside, but it says Greeves Motorcycles, Great Britain. So, and the VIN number on there. So, very cool bike. A lot of fun to ride. Should be going up in value. And speaking of value, I have the NADA Blue Book right here, and they show my mechanic said it was a 176, but the Blue Book only has a 250 in there. It shows a value of NADA value of $6,600 in number 1 condition, $3,685 in number 2 condition. We did do a compression test. It has 140 psi. Spark is great, fires right up. It's got a lot of compression, so you got to give it a good healthy kick. But it started first or second kick every time for me, which is great. I don't know what else to say about it. Kenny, is there anything we should add that I left out?
I think that sums it up.
Tire size. It's a Carlisle front tire. The front rim is I think it's a 21, 300 by 21, and the rear is an 18-inch, typical motocross size, and those are available today. Oh, point out the rear fender here, Kenny. This is Preston Petty, vintage 70s, Big Mudder, M-U-D-E-R. It looks like an Austin Powers logo, almost kind of cool. Oh, and the toolbox, it's got a little toolbox on the back here. Not sure if this, I'm not a Greeves expert by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm guessing this is an aftermarket toolbox from that era. I think the seat's the original seat. We did have the seat off of it. It's got a foam air filter in here, which is in good condition. Chainless sprockets are in nice shape. The rear spring for the kickstand was missing, so it's just zip tied up, but that seemed to be fine. Has a cam style adjuster for the rear chain, which is nice, makes it easy to adjust. The rear brakes work good. The clutch cable needs to be lubricated. See how it sticks a little bit there? Like I said, we didn't do any maintenance on the bike. I'm sure the clutch cable just needs to be lubed. But this is exactly the way it came to us. We just put gas in it, cleaned the filter, cleaned the tank out, put a new fuel line on a fuel filter, and ran it. So again, this was owned by another collector. If you have any questions about the bike, give us a call, 860-454-7024. Shipped anywhere in the country, East Coast around 400, West Coast 700 roughly. So there's a couple, the tank is a beautiful tank, it has a nice shine on it, it has the original Greeves logo, there's a ding right here. Other than that, this side's in really good shape, a small ding right here, and then this side's a couple of larger dents that might have been caused by guys doing wheelies on it, like I did maybe, I don't really know. It looks like a knee dent right there, but in any event, these can be popped out. A good motocross tank guy can cut a hole in the back of the tank and pop these out and polish it up like brand new.
I think it's got a lot of character.
Yeah, it does. It absolutely does. And like I said, the engine's beautiful on the bike and it runs great. So it's a great starting point. Keep it the way it is, or if you want to do a full restoration, there you go. The paint job on the frame is, looks like somebody might have foam brushed some touch-up paint on here at some point to keep it from getting rusty. But it seems to be the original paint code because it matches all over the place. It's pretty close anyway. So that's about it. Good luck fitting on the bike. God bless America.